to beauty, everybody. It is your girl Zandy Beauty Confessions, and I am here to give you a YouTube tutorial on how I do my eyebrows with my everyday look. And this is my everyday look. It's like a smoky eye and some type of nude on the lip, and your girl is good to go. So I just thought it would be a good idea to film how I do my eyebrows, because I do my eyebrows last. So let's get into it. I have my tools here. My first one is this eyebrow pencil by Morphe in Java. It is super thin. It has a thin tip, which allows me to have more control placement on where I want the hairs and allows me to be more precise. And then it also has a spoolie on the back end, and she comes in clutch. This always looks a good spoolie. And then for cleanup purposes, I have a eyebrow razor because I might have to clean up. I get like a little anal about that. And I have a M.A.C brush. This is the 212 brush. This is my favorite brush to do the eyebrows with and to shape them up with concealer and stuff. And it's also a good lip brush. Maybe I'll put this in a lip tutorial too to clean up with. And then I have my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. I have two different brow gels. These are the two brow gels that I go between. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is my favorite in blonde. And then this is M.A.C, and I'll just put the name here because you're not gonna catch me slipping trying to say this name, at least not right now. And it's a little darker, it's a little bit more bronzier because I like to match it up with my hair, and also it helps to dim them down so the eyebrows aren't so strong, because I have a strong smoky eye going on and my nude lip is relatively strong as well. So we just want a cohesive piece. That's what we're striving for today. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started, and I also have a clean spoolie. It's also good to have a clean spoolie as well with nothing on it, so it can take away some product and distribute it evenly. So I'm gonna start off with my clean spoolie, and I have a mirror right here, and I'm just gonna look into the mirror, and I am going to brush these bad boys up just to get a feel of where I want to start, what's missing, what's going on. Let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can see your girls. So I'm back. I zoomed in for you guys so you guys can really see. So now I'm just going to take my spoolie and I'm just going to brush to position the hairs where I want them. See what type of shape, what type of look I'm going for. Like, I like to get the feel of the look that I've done for the day to know what type of brows I'm going to put on. Like, how do you put on your brows first? Like, brows are last. Like, it just finishes the look because your brow shape can always change up. Like, with your look. At least it does for me. So, teaching you guys and girls something, you know. So now I'm just gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna fill in all the sparse places. Like, I'm just going to go and make them even. That's my goal. We know that no brows are ever even. So I just like to make them even. And I'm not really going for too much of a fluffy look. I'm just keeping what's already going on. So just making it proportioned. So I'm just going to take this pencil and fill in right here. And it's a very light hand that I'm using. I'm not doing the most at all. See that? And I'm making little flicks up and just filling in those sparse areas. I know I have to fill in my tail. Oh, before I finish this, let me show you guys the cleanup, because I just realized I do have a little bit of hairs, if you guys can see that. So I'm just going, just because I got the tools here, I'm going to clean it up. I'm just gonna get rid of all those little extra hairs that I don't need at this time. Oh my god, my brows have been through it. Like, little story time. Over the summer, I had dyed them and bleached them, and they were super fluffy and super, like, they were giving me, like, runway, like, okay? And then I got bored and I shaved them off. And I wasn't happy at all because I expected it to give me a wow factor, and it really didn't, because I guess because I had them platinum for so long, it was like the same thing. So, moral of the story is that just came to mind, because now these are my brows growing back from me previously shaving them. So I'm just going to take off the hairs on that side as well. So yeah, you guys might catch me on here with platinum brows, because I love that. Even with the dark hair, it's just it's so fire to me. So I'm just gonna finish filling in up here on top. I I have, as you guys can see, it's a little sparse up here, and I'm just giving it its shape. I do not put concealer on top of my brows because it's unnecessary for me, and I don't like the way that looks. So I just try to keep the pencil as close as possible. Now I'm flipping it over, and I'm just brushing up and filling in. It's just a game me and the brow pencil play until I'm satisfied and I have my desired look. See, I just brushed that in. So that's one brow done. Can you guys see that? And now I'm gonna go over to the other side. So I'm just gonna switch mirrors, do a little crossover, and I'm gonna try to make it as even and proportioned as possible to the other one. So I'm gonna fill in this space, extend the tail a little bit. It's very important to come down here with a light hand because you don't want too much product in the front. You want it to look as natural as possible. And I like to come down on a little angle. It does start to look a little funky, but you know, that's what concealer's for. So, but you want to use as little as concealer as possible. A little goes a long way, especially in the art of makeup. So that's basically it for this look. I wasn't going for too much of like a crazy brow because, as I said before, the lip is doing a lot, even though it's a nude lip, and the eye is doing a lot. So the brows are just gonna bring this together cohesively and just give it a nice shape, a nice essence to the face. You see that? I'm gonna bring this in a little bit more. I like to turn the pencil completely on the side because then it gives me a light shading, which is really dope. See that? To fix the front. So I turn it completely on the side and then just let it draw like little fake hairs. And it meets my contour. So everything is just like if the brow fairy came and just blew my brows, like here she is, and we're not even done yet. Okay, so I'm gonna close this up because I'm done with this for now. Sometimes I might go back in, it depends on what happens with the brow gel. And fill in some spots that maybe I want a little bit darker or I want a little bit more of an outline. So now I'm gonna take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel and I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. Literally just that much. I just want a natural highlight. And I'm just gonna go right underneath the arch and clean up. It just makes it crisper. There's really nothing to clean up, in all honesty. I could have left the brow like that, and you can leave the brows like that, but I like to take it a step further. So that's what we're gonna do here. And see, it just gives a nice highlight to the bone, and it's clean. And then you take your finger and just blend that out on the side, okay? And I'm gonna do the other one with the remainder of concealer, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. As I said, a little goes a long way. It definitely does. See that? Beautiful. She's beautiful. Okay, last thing we're gonna do, I'm deciding, because you know the top of my hair is light relatively, it's like an ombre, and then I got this bronzy color. So I don't think MAC makes this anymore, or they might. I know they came out with new brow gels. MAC's brow gels are really popping, like really popping. I haven't tried the new ones. I will try to get my hands on those, and then I'll do an updated brow tutorial. But their brow gels are like phenomenal. Them and Anastasia Beverly Hills, my top two brands for the brows. And then I have this one in blonde. This might be too much because I don't have a tan right now and I don't have on that much bronzer. So I'm gonna go with this one, and I believe it's Beguiled. I might have that right, but I'm gonna write it here so you guys know what it is and check it out and see if they have it. And if they have it, I will list it in the description bar below. I will put the link to it if you like the brow gel. or I will put something that's comparable to it in the description bar below. So I'm just gonna take this and run this through. Now you don't want to get down to the hairs, it's just like a light coating, because you see what it just did? It just pulled the whole look together, like hair, lip, everything. Like it softened things up. Like that's what I'm going for, and it just makes the brow look more natural. Like this just is my brow, and that's the look that I'm going for today. So I'm just gonna do the other side as well. And then it's brow gel, so it just keeps them, you know, in place. You know, good stuff. And that's it. Like, this is my brows for today, for this look, for my everyday look. Not too much. I just like to bring them in closer together, extend the tail, and fill in the sparse areas. So, okay, this is what we're giving today. And let me zoom out so you guys can see my whole face. I mean, why not, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very quick, very informative. This is how I do my brows every day on a regular, unless I'm doing like a editorial look or, you know, anything else like that. I hope this video was helpful. I will list all the products down in the description bar below with their links possibly, so that way it's just easier access for you guys. And if you guys can just thumbs up this video and hit the subscribe button, your girl will be highly grateful. Okay, peace and beauty. I'm out.